Hello everyone, I'm Michaela Kathleen, and today I'm doing an unboxing video. For this video, I will be unboxing Inkbox, which I know is not book related, but the tattoo that I designed is book related. So Inkbox is a site where you can buy temporary tattoos that last like a week or two. You can either buy pre-designed ones or you can design your own, which is what I did. So yeah, jumping right in, it comes in this very cute envelope here for now. So your tattoo comes in this really cute little sleeve. It's water resistant, lasts 1 or 2 weeks, as I said, and it does, after applying, take 24 hours to develop and become fully visible. Okay, so first you use the little primer wipe to clean off the area, which I'm putting it on my wrist here, so I'm going to remove my Fitbit. So for 30 seconds you wipe the area. Then you have to let it dry for 30 seconds. And then you are ready to apply the tattoo, which I will talk more about the tattoo when it's on and fully developed tomorrow. Needed some scissors. Okay. Okay, so you peel it off. Oh god. Sticky side down. And then you peel, you're supposed to peel off the edges. Don't know. Okay. Peel them off from the underside. Oh Lord. I don't know if I have it flat enough or tight enough on there. Okay. So I will say the wrist is kind of difficult because it's very small to put such a large, basically band-aid-like object on there. And I'm gonna be very worried about having it lay nicely the whole time because you have to leave it on there for an hour before you can peel it off. So I'm not gonna be doing much for the next hour. I'm planning on reading for the next hour. I'm currently reading through Dark Crowns, but even that, I don't know. I'm gonna be nervous about it for a whole hour, but I will check back in when I peel it off. Okay, I'm back. It has been an hour. I was able to read, but it was difficult. I had to read one-handed because I really cannot move my arm at all if I don't want it to get wrinkled, which is partly just because of the place that I chose to put it. It would obviously be easier if it were here, or most anywhere else. Although I really don't suggest having an activity with much movement planned for the hour that you have to have these on. But yeah, time for the removal process. Ow, it's sticky. Ow. Okay, it's like taking off a band-aid, it will pull your hair. 2, 3, ah! 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay, so yeah, this is what it looks like when you first take the thing off. It will, honestly, it's pretty dark already, but I think it turns black as it develops instead of the blue color. So I'm quite satisfied so far. It turned out really nice. I was worried that it was going to be too big, and if anything, I think it almost could be a little bit bigger. Like, I'm planning to potentially get this for real one day, so when I do, I might have it be a little bigger so that some of the smaller details will stand out a little more. I do wish I had gotten it slightly more to the right. It might have been better if I had had my boyfriend help me apply it, but yeah, I really like it so far. I guess since it's actually pretty clear and easy to see now, I will go ahead and talk about the design. So obviously the tattoo says family. My brother has a tattoo that says family, and my mom and my dad may get tattoos that say family as well, so we'll all kind of have matching tattoos if I get this for real one day and if they get their own family tattoos. But then, so my brother's A in his family is kind of a family crest or something. I don't know. He's really into our like family heritage, and like he learned German in high school because we are German. And so yeah, he replaced his A with some sort of a symbol that has to do with our family. But I am not as into all of that stuff as he is, and so I replaced my A in family with the Deathly Hallows symbol because Harry Potter is my favorite series. It is the books that got me into reading, and reading is now a huge part of my life, obviously, so I did the Deathly Hallows symbol for the A. And then above the I, and then above the I here, I did the little, it's kind of hard to see them, but I did the little Neverland stars, second star to the right and straight on till morning, to represent Peter Pan because I love Peter Pan. And then it also just sort of represents Disney for me because it's kind of a pretty important symbol in the Disney universe as well now, which that's part of the tattoo that I feel like could be a little bigger and a little more clear. And then I also have this little ellipses here above the F, which is also kind of hard to see. It blends in with the F a little bit, so I think if I got this for real, I would get them a little bigger and a little farther above the F. But yeah, I did an ellipses symbol there because that is my favorite punctuation. Grammar nerd over here, right? And then also putting it above the F like this kind of makes it look like Elvish script to me. So yeah, that's kind of the symbolism there, I guess. And then the arrow is just honestly kind of for fun. That one doesn't have a ton of meaning. I occasionally shoot bows, but I'm not like some professional bow shooter, which I do that with my dad, so it's a fun bonding thing with him. And then also just there are a lot of characters that I like that are associated with bows, like Katniss from Hunger Games, but honestly I just kind of like that aesthetic, I guess. That is one of my more favorite kind of symbols that lots of people get for tattoos, and so I was like, why not? I will throw an arrow under here. And the reason it looks a little bit funny at the back here is because I actually hand drew this tattoo on Inkbox. You can hand draw a tattoo and scan it into your computer and send it to them, and they will produce it exactly. But then they also have a place on their website where you can use their standard stuff and design it in your own way. So like you can search for arrows and pick different arrows to stick on there or whatever. And they have like different fonts and stuff that you can use. And so when I scanned this in, I looked through their arrows and actually placed one of theirs above the hand-drawn arrow that I had done because I liked it better. And so that's just sort of my hand drawing at the back sticking out from underneath, which I don't mind. This didn't need to be perfect. It was just, you know, something I wanted to try that would be close to what I would actually get, but didn't need to be perfect. Just was kind of trying the design out, I guess. So yeah, I will check back in once this has developed some more, and then check back in as it fades away, and we'll see how long it lasts. Hello, so it has been close to 24 hours since I put on the Inkbox, so I think it's pretty much fully developed. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to an angle where you can see it a little better and talk about it a little. So yeah, it darkened up quite a bit. It looks pretty black, not blue like it was before, although it looks a little bit more blue, not in the camera, just in real life. It didn't get quite as black as I thought it would, and it's obviously like a little bit messy up here where my wrist bends, and it's a little lighter over on this side where the thing had bubbled up during the hour that I was wearing it. But overall, quite nice. I will say I went back and looked at the picture that I had actually sent in, which I will put up on the screen here, and I feel like these got a little bit closer to the F than in the original thing that I sent them, as well as the arrow did. So yeah, again, it would have been nice if everything was just a little bit further apart, and I should have probably made it a little bit bigger. But for a hand-drawn thing, definitely not bad, and really my goal was that with this was just to try out the tattoo and kind of get an idea of what it might look like if I got it for real, which probably I could have just used Sharpie to do, but this was fun to do and it accomplishes what I wanted it to. And I think if I had ordered like a standard tattoo and not done a hand-drawn tattoo, obviously the quality would have been much more like what you see on the website. But then, also going back to talk a little bit more about the design, I had forgotten to mention before that the F kind of wraps around to kind of look like a heart, which, you know, I don't know exactly how much you can tell that it looks like a heart, but I know that's what it's supposed to be. And then going back to the ellipses, kind of more on the meaning of that, it also sort of represents like to be continued and like just stories in general. So yeah, that is the results after giving it 24 hours to develop, and I will update as it starts to fade away and keep track of how many days it lasts. Okay, so it has been a week since I applied the Inkbox tattoo. They're supposed to last a week or two, and I would say it's lasting pretty good for it having reached that first threshold. So that's good. Again, I will switch to a better angle to show it off a little more. So yeah, there just really hasn't been a whole lot of fading yet. There's some definite fading going on with the little loop there, which it's kind of harder to tell in the camera, I feel like. I can tell a little more in real life that it's getting a little faded, and you can tell more when I like stretch out my wrist. I was a little worried because on day 2, the loop had kind of transferred up a little and was just looking kind of smudgy, and I was like, it's only day 2, this is not good. But when I showered later that morning on day 2, all the smudges kind of came off, but the tattoo still looked the same, and it sort of reverted back to looking exactly like it had on day 1, so crisis averted. But yeah, week 1, and it's going pretty well. Obviously you can see some fading at the top of the Deathly Hallows symbol, but that's just kind of always been a little bit faded. I think there must have been a little bubble at the top there when I applied it. So yeah, really not much fading yet for the first week. I think it should hopefully last the full 2 weeks and maybe even a little bit more, but we shall see. Again, I will keep updating. So it has been a week and 4 days, and the little loop is now almost completely gone. And yeah, just a lot more fading in the last 2 days, so I will show a close-up of that. So yeah, as you can see, the loop is almost totally gone. The arrow is fading quite a bit over here. And yeah, just generally quite a bit of fading now, which is to be expected. These they last 1 to 2 weeks, and it's been a week and 4 days, so it's to be expected that it would be quite faded by now. But yeah, as I said, I will go until it entirely disappears, however long that takes, and do like a final update. Okay, so it has officially been 2 weeks since applying the tattoo. It is almost entirely gone now. So this is my final update, kind of the wrap up for the unboxing. So some things I will say about it are, it never really looked exactly like a tattoo, so if that's what you're looking for, I wouldn't necessarily count on it looking exactly like a tattoo. I think the results might be a little bit better if you get one of their pre-designed tattoos. I think it did not help that mine was hand-drawn by myself, and also the sticker was kind of large for my wrist, so it didn't lay entirely flat when I applied it. That might not have helped either. But yeah, so if you're looking for something that looks exactly like a tattoo, this is maybe not it. But if you're just looking for something fun that doesn't need to look perfect, this is definitely fun. The tattoo never really fully went black. It always had kind of that bluish tint to it, which I was not expecting. And also, if you're looking for color tattoos, they don't do color tattoos. But for my purposes, I enjoyed it. I just wanted to try out something that would look kind of like what I plan on potentially actually getting someday. And it definitely, in the first couple days, it made me way more excited for the day when I do get this for real, if I ever do that. And yeah, so for me, it was fun and it was worth it. I don't know if I see myself doing it again. I might on a whim someday, but I'm certainly in no rush to try this product again. So yeah, overall worth it for me, a lot of fun, but don't expect it to look exactly the way a tattoo would look. And yeah, that is it for the Inkbox unboxing. I hope you enjoyed watching. Remember, words matter.